Okay, quick Gale break before we go back to these women pretending they're in a good place. If you're still here, you clearly have Bravo brain like I do, so go ahead and hit subscribe. That little button under the video, that tells YouTube, yes, I do want more unhinged housewives breakdowns in my life. Now the bell is very I said what I said. That's you telling YouTube, don't play with me, I want to know the second she posts. Tap it so you're not the last one at the party asking, now how did I get in it when everyone's already in the comments? 9 years ago, Bravo tossed the cast of Vanderpump Rules into New Orleans like beads off a Bourbon Street balcony, and they did not waste the airfare.
He's a battered wife! Look at him! Hey, Scheana! Hey, Scheana!
Let's get into it. We open with the gang landing in New Orleans for Tom and Katie's joint bachelorette party. At check-in, Jax's card declines. At least Capital One has boundaries with Jax. Tom and Katie are upgraded to a suite courtesy of Lisa. She's underwriting this marriage for storyline purposes. Stassi, on the other hand, checks into her room alone, not the triumphant New Orleans homecoming she storyboarded. Later, on Bourbon Street, Katie gets pelted with beads. Scheana and Shay celebrate their anniversary. Scheana gifts him boudoir photos. He responds like a parent gifted macaroni art.
Hey, thank you so much.
Back on Bourbon Street, Dr. Sandoval clocks in and corners Katie about issues with Schwartz.
I feel like there's something deeper underneath.
She walks away. Stassi sidebars with Brittany, and Jax joins them. Stassi explains Patrick never came around because of Jax. Jax calls that a cop-out, but Stassi doesn't let it go without an apology. He dusts off his acting skills.
I'm sorry.
It's community theater, but Stassi takes it. The next morning, we see Schwartz slept on the couch. He wakes Katie up, and we get dueling versions of a 4:30 a.m. walk home that led to a fight. The girls go to brunch. The guys plus Ariana head to a Gator tour. Ariana talks to a gator like a puppy.
What a good boy!
Jesus.
Look at his tail!
Back at brunch, Scheana recoils at seafood and bails from the table with Kristen. They side plot about Tom and Katie in a corner like they're two bargain bin detectives. Scheana makes it about herself. If there's pain in the room, she'll co-host it. The groomsmen sit down for their lunch. Sandoval checks in with Schwartz, and the conversation turns to couples counseling.
You try to criticize Katie? She put that f***ing wall up so fast, your head will spin.
Unhinged ground to cover on a bachelor party 3 weeks before a wedding. Carter jumps in, armed with Kristen's talking points. Sandoval shuts it down. Back at the hotel, the girls are getting ready when there's a knock. A cake delivery. Except it's not dessert. It's a dancer Kristen hired for Katie. Across the hall, Sandoval kicks off their night in drag. He's called in local drag pros to help them get ready. Ariana pops into the girls' room and becomes resident gender studies professor.
We are blurring the lines of what it means to be a man and what does it mean to be a woman in today's society.
In full drag, the groomsmen stomp into a sports bar. Jax tries to use the restroom and soils his dress. The bridesmaids get back to the hotel, followed shortly by the groomsmen. Sandoval's in a new chopped blonde wig that looks like it lost a fight with dry shampoo. Kristen corners Schwartz at the bar, and she says she's piecing everything together. She says it's all about Vegas girl. Schwartz snaps.
Cody's the same basic bitch that I always knew she was.
Carter and Kristen tag team Schwartz at the elevator. Carter follows Sandoval and Schwartz upstairs to finish Kristen's dirty work. Stassi is peeking around the corner like Scooby-Doo in false lashes. Inside his room, Jax tells Brittany he's not getting involved. Sandoval threatens to list all the peoples Kristen's cheated with.
Everybody f***ing grows up, Tom. And guess what? You grew up to be Sia.
Sandoval pretends to be unbothered, but finds a moment to take his wig off. Katie comes out, and Schwartz paints Kristen as completely unhinged. Kristen is still with Ariana and Scheana, convinced she's getting to the root of everything. In reality, the root is everyone is wasted and weaponizing old information. Back in Katie's room, Kristen catches everyone up on what went down with Schwartz. Meanwhile, Ariana and Scheana explain everything to Tom. Schwartz is fully melting down.
I'm done with her. I'm done with Katie. I'm not marrying her. I'm not. I cannot marry her.
Sandoval tells Ariana and Scheana that Katie pressured Schwartz into proposing.
He's a f***ing battered wife! Look at him!
He kicks open the door like he's leading a Bravo SWAT team. Katie is talking about Vegas when Schwartz stumbles into the room. He tries to talk to Katie. She blocks him, saying he's blackout and they'll revisit when he's sober. Everyone collapses. The next morning, Sandoval pours contact solution directly into his eyes. They're all processing how much carnage they caused. Pool day for everyone but Katie, Stassi, and Kristen. They go to Stassi's childhood home. Later, back at the hotel, Schwartz and Katie finally sit down. They talk about Vegas. Schwartz still won't give a clean confession. He's drinking a Four Loko and spraying whipped cream into his mouth.
But you were a nightmare of a human being for the first 2 to 3 years I dated you.
He decides they can completely disagree about what happened and still move forward. In real life, that's delusion. On this show, it's reconciliation. The bar for resolution is somewhere on the floor of a Bourbon Street bathroom. They get ready for the final night out. Sandoval is shaving his head like Peter Pan with a Harry's subscription. Schwartz offers the thesis of the entire friend group.
Heavy drinking is usually what tears us apart. But also, heavy drinking, it's the glue that brings us back together.
If anyone here drank water, Bravo would lose 3 storylines. They play Spin the Bottle, a game that matches their emotional maturity. Schwartz spins and lands on Sandoval. Sandoval's secret wish board come to life. Stassi spins and lands on Peter. Stassi says she'd rather kiss Peter than anyone else there. Kristen's in her natural habitat, chain smoking in an alley. Sandoval comes out and she unloads. He apologizes for bringing up her past cheating to Carter. He knows you don't out crazy Kristen. You hug her and live on to fight another season. Inside, the mood is lifted. Jax throws dollar bills.
Tom's actually doing a really good job with the striptease. I mean, Tom might actually get laid tonight. You know, if Katie doesn't, I think Sandoval will.
They head back to the hotel for one last after party. Morning hits, everyone's destroyed. Sandoval tries to Tetris his drag into his suitcase. Brittany makes comments that weren't cute then and aged like milk in the Kentucky heat.
Please do me a favor and don't post any pictures of you in drag on Instagram.
Do you think I want to post any of those pictures?
I'm not even going to send a picture of my mom to it because she was already worried that you were kissing dudes.
Stassi leaves New Orleans with 1 kiss and 0 rest. Growth. Somehow, Katie and Tom still got married, but of course it didn't last. Who was the real villain of the New Orleans trip? And what VPR moment should I recap next? Let me know in the comments.